Hello and welcome to my channel, and if you're new here, an extra special hello to you as well. I'm Julie from Julie Davis Flower Workshops and Flower Start, the online flower arranging classes. This video is all about me restyling my mantelpiece. I've decluttered out after Christmas and just everything is frankly quite bare and quite boring. If you enjoy the video, please do give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe too. Hit the notification bell and then you'll always know when I upload a new video. Now, I've got a bit of a thing at the moment for melting down old candle wax and creating all sorts of lovely objects with it. So that's been my inspiration for this little makeover over here. I'm going to cover the whole of the mantelpiece with candles. Decided to use glass candlesticks, number one, because that's what I've got. I like collecting them from local charity shops, so I haven't paid much for any of these, and I just think it gives a nice bright look with the candlelight, but do make sure they're clean. So these ones needed a bit of a dust, and quite honestly they could probably do with being washed as well. So I'm going to sort all those out and line them up on the shelf so I can see what I've got to work with. The last thing I'm going to add to the mantelpiece is this bottle. I think it's been upcycled. It was gifted to me one Christmas. So a nice shaped bottle with white paint inside, and I thought with a candle on top of that it would just add to the look as well. Just laid everything out so you can see what I've got, but now I need to rearrange them to make it more visually appealing. So what I'm going to try and do is create a bit of difference in height, because the mantelpiece is in flat, and especially with these 4 candlesticks here, which are all the same height, you don't want it to look very, very dull and all on one plane. You want some ups and you want some downs as well, a bit of movement as you work your way along the fireplace. So I'm going to readjust them, stand back and see what the right look of what I've done. So I think I might stick like that for now. So what I've done is purposely take apart the 4 candlesticks that were same size and split them up into pairs. And again, rather than setting them equally down the width of the fireplace, I've got some with their back resting on the back wall of the fireplace and some others that are coming a little bit forwards. So you can start to see there is a bit of movement in height along the fireplaces, and they are not matched but equally balanced. So I've got the pair here and then upright pair, I think they might be vases actually, these two, and then a single one on its own, a single one here, and then the matched pair here. So you just need to play around until you feel happy with it. So the first 2 candlesticks I know fit these 2 candlesticks here, and they're a really, really good fit. Now these other candlesticks I've got, I know they're a tiny bit wobbly, and you want to make sure that when you put your candlesticks in, that the candlesticks are pointing upright. That's even wobblier there, that one there. So it's giving me an idea of where I'm going, but you can see the candles are just all over the place. And this one in particular, I thought this tapered candle would fit inside my bottle, and it doesn't. So I'm going to need to do a little bit of work with that. So to do that, I've got a knife with me. I'm searching in my back pocket for it, and it's over on the side. It was in the other pocket. So with my knife, I'm going to very carefully shape the end of the candle and just go slowly and carefully, because you don't want to take off too much and find the candle wobbles. It needs to fit securely. So that is sitting really firmly now. For these candles, which are a bit wobbly, I'm going to use some white sticky tack and just mould it in your fingers so it gets a little bit warm, and then wrap it around the base of the candle. And you'll find then that holds much more securely, and because it was white sticky tack, you can't see it against the colour of the candle. So I really like the way the candles are rolling along the mantelpiece, but because they are white candles on a grey mantelpiece with a grey wall, it's all looking ever so slightly dull. So I'm going to add a pop of colour by adding some spring bulbs. So I've planted up these hyacinths at Christmas, and you can see I've got a Christmassy shaped pot here, so that'll add a nice flash of colour in the middle and also gives a lovely scent to the room. Make some space. And the little pot here, and you'll notice here I've decorated the bulb area, and I've got some waxed fennel and some waxed ivy heads and a shard of wax coming out at the side. I've now got some chunky candles I'm going to add, just to add a bit of variation. Now, I'm quite pleased with this candle. I've decorated it with 2 waxed hydrangea heads, and I'll link to the video where I show you how to do that. Such great fun to do, and it's a really great way of using up your odds and ends of candle, excuse me, that don't ever really get burnt. That's part of the reason why I've added so many candles into this setup, so that I can make even more waxy things. And I'm going to try and squeeze in one last pot. Again, it's a hydrangea that's just waiting to burst into flower in a little metal mug that I got from the charity shop. And these 2 interesting shapes here are figs that I've dipped in wax. So I'm going to light my candles now, go off and make a cup of tea, and then sit back and enjoy my handiwork and see whether anything just needs adjusting a little bit. I'm rather pleased with how that's turned out. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again another time.